secrets of different bills. Hey, don't condemn me, you need it, I got it listed here. You wanna make it, I'll show you just how to make it here. I got all the rarest bills, and I ain't done yet. Went from the finish to making bills like a prospect. Flow space and slashes to catching us with a lot of threat. You keep the medals cause the right one's coming up next. Only scratch the surface. Still they try to drag my name in dirt. They try to bring me down. See me winning. You ain't like me then.
Yo, what's good, my nephews and nieces? This is your favorite uncle, Uncle Demi, and today I have another special banger for you, right? Today I'm gonna give you not one, not five, not six, not seven, but I'm gonna give you 10 jump shot bases that you can try to find the one that suits you in NBA 2K25 for your big. But before we get into the video, make sure you drop a like, subscribe. As I like the video, push the video to the recommended. And of course, subscribe and put your notification for my daily uploads. Without further ado, let's hop straight into this video. Again, since this is going to be a lot of bases, we're not going to sit there and waste time. You would just have to go into my court and look at these jump shots yourself to see which ones you like. All right, so without further ado, let's hop to this first one. So let's come over here. First jump shot we're gonna look at is gonna be the Michael Porter Jr. base. Now again, Michael Porter Jr., it does require you to have a high three-point shot or mid-range. So right now, as we come over here and look, you will need at least a 90 mid-range or three-point shot. It's the reason why this is one of the best in the game. I actually have a 90 mid-range right on the dot, so I'm able to utilize it. But as you can see, it is going to be push with full speed, 60% Michael Porter Jr., 40% David West. And there's not gonna be a secret behind it. It's probably one of the best jump shots in the game, period. Just even from a statistical standpoint, and just the fact of the release, that the release is an A+, the release speed's an A+. I mean, like, there is no question about it. This is definitely one of the most superior jump shots we have in the game, okay? So again, we're gonna keep chugging along here because we do have 10 of them things, right? Now, Buzelis, this is actually the jump shot that I've been using a lot recently, just because, again, I've been having, just trying to find things that are off meta, all right? And I've been using this one. You only need a 78 mid-range, so a lot of you should be able to have this, okay? A lot of y'all should be able to utilize this jump shot. And as you come over here, you're gonna see it's just right at push, full speed, 75% LaMarcus Aldridge, 25% Miles Turner. And again, I think this is one of the best, smoothest looking. It's very easy jump shot to utilize, and I dominate a lot with this in the rec. Again, but it's really up to your preference. We're gonna keep chugging along, okay? Now, we know Jonathan Isaac is a really good jump shot. As you can see here, as we right a little bit past push, full speed, Michael Porter Jr. again, 35%, 65% Miles Turner. Again, the release height's an A+, the release speed's an A, defensive immunity's an A. One thing I will say is that, you know, a lot of people get caught up into release speeds, but release speeds are a release speed for one base is a different speed for another base that's an A. So just because one says A, there could be a jump shot that has, you know, a B- speed that's actually gonna be faster than release speed A, right? So just keep that in mind. And I'm pretty sure some of y'all that use jump shots a lot will know that. Y'all be like, yo, why does this jump shot seem a lot slower than the other A? Because that's, for some reason, shape or form, not sure why 2K hats like this, because it should all be on just from like 1 to 100, and then, you know, like everything falls in between. But for some reason, all the A's are not the same speed, okay? So just keep that in mind. But again, Jonathan Isaac is definitely one of the favorite jump shots in the game. So we're not gonna stay too long on that. Sam Perkins is another one that I like. Sam Perkins, we're gonna go full speed, 40% Dwight Powell, 60% Nikola Jokic. I love using Nikola Jokic if I want to get a jumper on top of my head, like over the ball going over my head. You know, you could try Bird, you can try Dirk Nowitzki's, but for some reason, or a David West, it's another good one. But for some reason, the way it works with the jump shot, this jump shot, the Sam Perkins is really dope, okay? Now, Sam Perkins, if I'm not mistaken, it doesn't require a high one. I think it's like 82 or something like that. So you could be able to get this 79. There you go. So 79 base. That's all you need. All right. So again, this should fall right in there with some people that doesn't have a high mid-range three-point shot. But Sam Perkins is another good one, as you can tell. The bases are smooth and keep it chugging. Larry Bird, we already know Larry Bird is, you know, going to be, to me, one of my favorites. Again, a lot of people, some people sleep on Larry Bird. It does require an 87, right? It does require an 87, but check this out though, right? Release speed, we're going, again, we got Sabonis, we got 83% Michael Porter Jr. But just look at this this jump shot, man. It's straight up and down, right? Look at the flick of the wrist, right? I mean, A+ time and stability, A defense immunity, release speed A, right? The height is a C-, but again, what, it's really about, I will say this, if you use square to shoot, this would be a good one because the time and stability is an A+. Using the same thing, even if you use your pro stick, even though pro stick is just, to me, is just the best way to utilize this. If you're not using a pro stick to shoot, then I don't know, you're missing out. Even though it's awkward, it was weird for me in the beginning. It took me some time to get used to it, but 2K implemented this new technique, and it benefits you greatly if you actually do it. Okay, all right. So this is Larry Bird, Deandre Ayton. Again, as you see right here, it only requires a 77. What I like about this jump shot is it fades away, okay? So if you're looking for something that doesn't, that has a very small contest, this is gonna be one that you're gonna like. It's 43% West, and then it's 57% Muscala. Now, the reason why I use Muscala, because it's the fastest release for all big men, but you mix it in with David West, which is a good high releasing shot. You have, again, something that's actually pretty special. I have been using this the last couple games just to test it out, and thought like, yo, it reminds me of that Jimmy Butler release. Remember that glitchy Jimmy Butler release where everybody was like, yo, it can't get contested? That is exactly what this is, man. Very low contest here. You're always going to be, fading away from the defender, getting really good looks. So just keep that in mind. And again, it's very affordable to get. You don't need a high 3-ball or mid-range shot to get this, okay? Now we're coming over to Chris Bosh. Chris Bosh is gate kept, but as you can tell, just like Michael Porter Jr., it's going to be one of the better ones in the game. A- release height with an A+ release speed. We're going full speed, 25% Dwight Powell, 75% Michael Porter Jr. again. But again, you need to have a very high mid-range shot to be able to get Chris Bosh, and it's gate kept behind the starter 4. So you have to be able to, get those new animations to be able to get this. But again, it requires an 85 mid-range or 3-point shot to be able to get it. But if you do, take a look at this one because it's really solid also, okay? Then we have my man David West. All right, David West is really, he wasn't, if you don't know much about David West played with the New Orleans Hornets with CP, and he was basically his running mate for a very long time. And David West was a decent mid-range shooter, but they got this man, everything about him is good. Look at that. But it only requires an 82. But again, this is another solid one, straight up and down base. All right, nothing too crazy. We're going 75% Michael Porter Jr., 25% Beluba. What I will say is that if for some reason, shape, or form, you're not able to get Michael Porter Jr. release or something like that, then just find a different release that fits with this. That's all it takes, right? It's nothing too crazy here. What I'm doing is just trying to give you some bases to take a look at, but at the end of the day, it's really your preference and what you like, okay? So this is the David West jump shot base. Then we're gonna come over here to Jabari Smith. Jabari Smith is another solid one with the, going full speed. All mines are at push again, 85% Beluba, 15% Miles Turner. But just look at this jump shot. What I'm telling you, man, it's like all these things are just smooth, man. Smooth, flick of the wrist, really smooth jump shots. And again, it comes down to just preference. Jabari, let me see, what is Jabari Smith? Nothing too crazy high, I don't think. Let me see, 82, only requires an 82 mid-range or 3-point shot. So if you have that and you fall right in between it, go ahead and check it out. Even though my jump shot put together is an 86. So again, you just have to mix and match your releases to get that. But remember, this is all about the bases. All right, then we have Dwight Powell, right? Dwight Powell's another solid one. And again, I think we can get Dwight Powell by going at height. Release height, no. Speed, is it Dwight? Anyway, let me just go here. Dwight Powell is another solid one. And where are you at? There we go. Only requires a 77, but check this out though. It only requires a 77, but release height, A+, release speed, A, defense immunity, B, all right? And when you look at the mix, you got push, and then we're going full speed, 60% David West, 40% Michael Porter Jr. Again, some really, really solid jump shots here, man, and another favorite of mine, okay? Then we're gonna come down here and look at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, good, never mind, that was all 10 of them, man. There you go. So I ran through them quick, all right? Hopefully, this made a lot of sense for y'all. Like, you can just pause the screen if you want to get them, but I didn't want this to be long-winded. But again, y'all let me know in the comment section. Test out the jump shots and let me know which jump shot you actually enjoyed the best. Or if you have a jump shot that you feel like is dope and you want to share, just let me know in the comment section. But other than that, it's your favorite old head, Uncle Demi. Be back really soon with another banger. You know, when I say back soon with another banger, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm talking about tomorrow, man. I'm out.